Poverty will take away everything from you. So this can be another episode of poverty or whatever. Fighting against poverty. I just want to tell you guys a story. Why I don't know my language, my native language from my mother's side, and my native language from my father's side is because of poverty, right? And poverty doesn't mean these people don't know, they don't make money, but I would say it's poverty in the sense that they didn't know how to manage their money or their resources in order to give us that experience. I don't blame my parents. I love them. But probably they thought that raising children means just giving them education because that's what they clinch to so much. Maybe that's what society taught them. That's the right way to do. I don't know, but now that I've grown up, I think it's a shame that I don't know my language. Even growing up from Cameroon, we are both bilingual. We are bilingual, like English and French. I was raised in the English side, so that's all I know, just to speak English. I don't know how to speak French. Maybe I wasn't focused in school, and probably my parents did not speak it, and I wasn't given that opportunity to learn. And then my native language, both from my mother and my father's side, they always say, "Oh, you are proud this, you are proud Bamenda child, or this and that." But we can't even speak our own language. Just imagine the gift that you give a child just growing up being multilingual. If you want to give your children anything, that's it, right? So life is not necessarily about going to school because what I learned in that school that they sent me to, whatever they say, oh, let's give you guys good education. Those schools I don't even fucking care about because I forgot already everything that I learned. What they don't get is like school doesn't teach you how to live life. School teach you X and Y, you forget the next year. So probably they did not go to school. Maybe that's why they don't think so. I don't even know. But the most memorable experience that I have with my parents is time with them, time spent with them when probably I'm traveling. I still remember a long time ago we used to travel to the village, right? When we want to visit for 30 holidays, right? I will remember how the road trip is. We'll enter these big buses and they will go stop somewhere, we'll exchange buses. And those are fun time with your parents. So it's more about the experience. And whatever job that they were working in the city, that was more than or that was better than the job that they are saying in the village. That they did not put us in the village to learn our language, or they did not spoke our language with us at home. Where's the job right now? Because they're in America and the job did not, they did not give them anything. So whatever job that whatever job you have that is promising you this and that, like think about the long term. What are they contribute? How is your job contributing to your family? Is your job giving you enough time to educate your children the way you want them to be educated? Because I know my mom sometimes she will say, I really want you guys to learn my language, but she doesn't teach us, right? She doesn't speak it, or she did not give us the opportunity to speak it. I'm not blaming anybody now because once I turned 18, now I'm 24, I finally realized that you can blame people, you're always gonna regret. There's no point blaming people. Now it's your decision. If I want to learn my language, I will go back home and learn my language. And that's what I've decided to do, to take it in my own hands to learn my language, to take it in my own hands to learn the French, to learn my mother's tongue by going back home. Because relying on people will not benefit you. If my parents were always busy, like just working their jobs, um, I would say um, they have traded our the knowledge, the gift that they should give us, right? That gift of language when we're little, to teach us, they have traded it for their jobs or whatever they were doing that time, because if you're not doing that, it's a substitute, right? If you're not doing that, that means you are doing something else. When you say no to one thing, you say yes to the other thing. So saying yes to your job, I want to talk to the diasporans, the people like in America, in abroad, whatever place that you're living in. Please just teach your children your language, because like, just look at me as an example, right? I grew up not learning my language, right? Whatever language you want to teach your children, if you want them to understand, you should probably send them back home or teach them right now. Because when they grow up and you want them to learn, it's going to be too late, right? Remember, they're in a foreign land that is somewhere very far away from their culture, and it's harder to learn their language now. So whatever job you are doing right now, you are saying yes to your job and you are saying no to teaching your children. So just know that you will say yes to one thing and no to the other thing. So what is more important to you right now when you look back, like right now when I'm looking back in the future? I'm thinking the sacrifice that my parents has made is not what it doesn't have a high return on investment, because when people gather together in meetings, they will say, "Oh, where am I from?" Even the tribal people, they will speak my language, and I'll say, I cannot speak. And my grandmother cannot speak English as well. So how can I love my grandmother if I cannot communicate with her? It doesn't make sense, right? So you can tell how powerful this is. Denying to teach your children the language, your language, is basically denying them the right to learn their culture and to educate themselves about your people. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Is their sacrifice worth it? How much money do you make by taking away this freedom, this learning decision, or this pride and privilege to teach your children their language? Like, how much did you gain from it? Is the sacrifice worth it? That's why I say poverty would take away everything from you. So many of us will live the same thing, like people who come to the America. We leave our culture, we leave our people. And this my example is just small because we left from the village, my own people, right? We did not live, we live in the city. But now I'm talking about people who leave their whole country to another country. Just imagine how much you are taking away from your children. You are taking away all that aspect. So if you think your children will be Cameroonian, I will just laugh at you, because they are not anymore. If your children have been here longer than they have been in Cameroon, I don't think they are Cameroonians anymore. And is the sacrifice worth it? Do you still consider yourself as Cameroonian? Do you consider them as Cameroonian? If yes, I don't know, question that. If no, that's the answer. Although I've lived in Cameroon more than I've lived here, I can basically say I'm not even Cameroonian anymore, to be honest. Thank God I still keep my culture, because if not, yeah, that would be crazy. Because I don't even know my language. That the only thing that I have is my I can say my respect. I only know English, I know Pidgin. That's about it, man. That's about it. That's crazy. Poverty moves people like far, far away from their homeland to a foreign land. Then my question is, how does that affect your children? And is the sacrifice even worth it? How much have you saved? How much are you building? Like, how much culture, like how much of your time Are you selling away, signing in for somebody else, like when you have a job to work for someone else? Because if you ask me, I would just say all of this is just modern slavery. We have the ability to, like, human beings are the most powerful creatures. We literally can think and change our life. We are not just like animals that just exist. We are not just like dogs, bro. We can literally think, we can literally manifest, we can literally create things. We have free will. And to be so limited is what scares me the most. How we have been programmed to be so limited in our lives. I don't want to be limited. I want to be free. It's all about freedom. And we make the choice to be free every day. We make the choice to connect with the people that are important to us, to bring people that are important to us in our life, to take away the things that are killing us. So the things that are not important in our life, or the things that we don't value. We are free to create boundaries on our own accord. So that's the power that we have as humans. The power to make jobs for ourselves, to stay with our culture, to learn our language. We just have it all. We have the freedom to do whatever. So take your freedom today and write down what is most important to you. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. That's just a message for today. See you guys later. Peace.